Achieve your highest timeline. Achieve your highest timeline. How do we go about it? How do we go about achieving our highest timeline? The thoughts that you think, the actions that you take, the energy that you hold. It's all gonna start within. Like I always fucking say, it's all gonna start within. It's all gonna start with you and your conception of yourself. Who do you think that you are? Who do you think that you are? Is perhaps the greatest question to be asked. But the main question is achieving your highest timeline. We have to be able to conceptualize it. Can you even fathom it? Can you even fathom your highest timeline? And then once you get to that timeline, what's the higher one? You dig? But I digress. To achieve our highest timeline, we must think about it, man. Consistently, continuously. It must be what consumes us and dominates us and turns us into our next form, brings us into our evolution as a character. You understand? You want to gain a skill, you gotta practice that shit, of course. But then you gotta strive for mastery, of course. But you're not just gonna do that shit if you don't fucking think like that. If you don't think in a certain way, then you're not gonna get a certain result. The correct inputs equal the correct outputs inside of the mind. It's all about the correct inputs, man. It's all about what are you thinking? What do you think you're capable of? And then what are you continuing to do and prove? And to me, it really just comes down to you don't even have to try when you master thought. Like when you truly master your thought, you don't even have to fucking try because you just do. You know, you think a certain thought enough, you're going to motherfucking do that shit. You dig? You're gonna come across a situation that is similar to the thoughts that you're thinking. So how do we go about achieving our highest timeline? Well, we consistently dwell on what it is that we want to achieve. What is it that we consider our highest timeline? And we work that into our consciousness because we are spirits with a body and not a body with a spirit. You dig what I'm saying? Achieving your highest timeline. It all seems so complicated, you know what I'm saying? It's really not. It's really not complicated. It comes down to whatever is going on in the outside world was there, is there, and always will be there. With or without you. You know? And it just comes down to all the world is a stage and we're all characters. So what character are you building? Who is it that you want to be? Think like that. Think about it. Think about it. So, how to achieve our highest timeline? Think about it. I'll catch you in the next one, dog. Peace.